Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to a historical day in the life here. It's been quite a bit of time since I've been back in here, several months, but definitely trying to get some more Tower Simulator, and I focused on the 3 series I have. We've got the Big Game series in Las Vegas. We've got just the regular one.
Continental 7-8 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Continental 7-8, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Alright, so here we get going. So they're over at this gate here, as you can see. So we're here in LAX. We're running an old schedule. If you're new to the series, new to the channel, welcome. Definitely, you can go back, find the playlist for this series, and start up at the beginning.
Ground. Pacific Southwest 343 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Pacific 343, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Alright, they should stay clear of each other because they're not right next to each other. They're a couple gates apart, so I'm going to chance this. Otherwise, maybe we screw up right away, which would really stink, but I've shrunk the separation to 3 nautical miles because I've been doing that more often.
Los Angeles ground, United 6-0 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
United 6-0, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Alright, so they are all the way on the other side here. And you can see we've got a couple planes coming in. So we've got one coming in from Buffalo. I think it would be... Okay, Santa Maria. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how I get rid of these things now, and it's not working. So that's unfortunate.
Los Angeles Tower, Continental 7 heavy on final 24 right.
Alright.
Los Angeles Tower, United 984 on final 25 left.
So we're going to shrink the icons, we're going to shrink the tags. Line strength is fine, but they'll come in. Continental 87 heavy, runway 24 right, cleared to land. United 984, runway 25 left, cleared to land. So
runway 24 right, cleared to land. Continental 7 heavy.
This series
Runway
was
25
born.
left, cleared to land. United 984.
Alright, why are they not? Continental 78. Pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Continental 7-8.
Pacific Southwest 343. Pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. I must have used the wrong phraseology.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 343.
United 6-0, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Yeah, now they're working, I don't
Pushback
understand.
approved, expect runway 25 right. United 6-0.
So, I was kind of worried about focusing. I'm like, these are not moving, and then I realized in my TS3 assistant, the timers were going up, like that they had called 2 minutes ago. That better turn the other way. It will, I mean, I know that, but... So yeah, sometimes this is a little goofy. So this is based off a question that someone asked about, can it handle historical simulation? And I
Los Angeles Tower,
worked through that.
106 on final 25 left.
Swift Air 106, runway 25 left, cleared to land. So yeah, I found some schedules. You can look back at the description if you're looking as to where those exist and how you can find them if you want to build your own. It took quite a bit of work, but definitely enjoying what we've got here.
Continental 7-8 ready to taxi.
Alright, I was getting ready to send it, but no, I gotta let Pacific Southwest back out. Although I wonder if it's waiting. It might be. Man, I would hate to start moving.
Los Angeles ground, United 60 ready to taxi.
Alright, I'm going to send it out. Continental 78, runway 25 right via Bravo. United 60, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo. Continental
So yeah, I think Pacific Southwest was basically waiting
United 60.
because the Continental was there. So, and then it'll push after that. So we've got a couple others coming up at 15:10. So we can start to see that. We're going to have some folks landing. So it does get a little bit busy. I mean, again, we're doing 1500 to 1600 here. So this is 3 p.m. So there goes Pacific Southwest. So it's 3 to 4 p.m. I'm sure in the evening it's going to get busier. I do these Day of the Life series basically from midnight to midnight. So, you know, we're in the back half of this. The only thing we couldn't do is really change the layout of the airport. So this airport is a lot larger than would normally exist, or than did exist. But basically, I did what I could to get the planes in the appropriate terminals, the different airlines. Continental 111, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
All right.
Continental 111.
So we got a good line coming in here, and so that's all three there. All right, so these guys are running out.
Los Angeles ground, Pacific Southwest 343 ready to taxi.
Pacific Southwest 343, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo. Pacific Southwest 343.
Alright, so we've got the United coming in. So the reason they don't have any liveries is with the historical, the flight, or the call signs only have 2 letters instead of 3. And so trying to get all that to work, plus the old liveries didn't exist in the game. Now there is a North American update that Nigeris did provide, that we could purchase, but I don't think it really does a lot of these. I think they really did a ton of things on like Frontier Airlines and stuff, so not quite that interesting, but I'm assuming he's going to pass that and probably pull off here. So, yeah, Newark and Denver are the 2 that haven't called in yet that are coming in later. The one that just landed came from, again, Buffalo, and then Denver's the one up north. Continental 87 Heavy, taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left. United 984, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. So we'll just get everybody moving. So again, the plane, wow, he's really getting bright there, but I'm also really zoomed in.
Los Angeles Tower, Transworld 293 Heavy on final 25 left.
Transworld 293 Heavy, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Delta 864, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Transworld 293 Heavy.
Alright, so they'll be heading in there. Let's see. And this one is coming down there. Alright, so we're going to want to get the United taken off soon, but we'll let him cross the runway. So, Swift Air, I think, is the one that's landing. So again, you're going to have airlines that are no longer in service now in this series as well, like Transworld, which is TWA.
Los Angeles Tower, United 70 and on final 24 right.
United 701, runway 24 right, cleared to land. United 60, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. United 70.
Alright, so he's
Runway
landed.
25 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact
We're getting a
departure.
lot of
United 60.
sound there. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright. Swift Air, taxi to terminal.
Los Angeles ground. American 6-4 heavy with information Delta requesting push and start.
Swift Air 106, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Swift Air 106.
Alright, so the United is going
Los
there.
Angeles Tower, Transworld 315 on final 25 left.
American 64 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved.
Gonna
Expect
shrink the
25
tags a little bit.
American 6-4 heavy.
Alright.
Los Angeles ground, Western 216 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Western 216, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved,
Alright,
expect runway
there goes
25
the
right.
United.
Western 216.
Alright. Pacific Southwest. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what we have. Continental 78, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Continental 78.
Los Angeles Tower, Western 114 on final 24 right.
Western 114, runway 24 right, cleared to land. Transworld 315, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Alright,
Runway 24 right, cleared to land.
So,
Western 114.
there may be a lot going
Runway
on
25 left, cleared to land.
that we don't really want
Transworld
here, but
315.
we'll see. So, not much leaving, but definitely a lot of arrivals.
Los Angeles ground. American 6-4 heavy.
Continental 111, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Continental 111.
American 64 heavy, runway 25 right via Bravo. Continental 87 heavy, hold position.
Runway 25 right. Via Bravo. American 6-4 heavy.
Hold position. Continental 87 heavy. Los Angeles ground, Western 216 ready to
Alright,
taxi.
and we're gonna get
Los Angeles Tower, use Air West 8 on final 25
some
left.
of these off here. Continental 87 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Continental 87 heavy.
Western 216, taxi. Whoops. Western 216, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Negative. Invalid target. Western 216.
Okay.
Runway
He
25
should
right,
start
via
moving.
Bravo. Western 216.
We just need to see if he can cross before 87 gets there. Hopefully he can. Alright. Swift Air 106, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Swift Air 106.
Okay, I think we'll be alright. He's not going super fast, but once he gets within that
Los Angeles
area...
Tower. American 197
Oh, I'm
heavy on
missing.
final 25
Missing
left.
some other. Hughes Air West, runway 25 left, cleared to land. American 197 heavy, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Alright, we're gonna...
25 left, clear to land. American
I'm
197
gonna
heavy.
head over there, because he's just not in a great place. Alright. Continental 111, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Continental 111.
Transworld 293 heavy, taxi to terminal. Delta 864, Taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to terminal. Trans World 293 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 24 left. Delta 864.
Pacific Southwest 343, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Pacific Southwest 343.
Hughes Air West 8, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Hughes Air West 8.
Transworld 293 Heavy, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Trans World 293 Heavy.
Alright, let's see where everybody's going.
Los Angeles ground, Western 168 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Los Angeles Tower. American 571 Heavy on final 25 left.
Alright, so there goes the Continental 78 that's off a while ago. Alright. Transworld 315, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Trans World 315.
Alright, so we've got the Continental parking. That's our first arrival. Actually, no, I think we've had one other one pop in, but... Alright, just need to make sure everybody... Okay, no, he's going up. So he may actually be turning in. Where is Western? Alright, no, he's... Oh no, Western is on this side. So yes, Continental's coming up here, so we're gonna hold off, because otherwise we're gonna have a problem. United 701, taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left. American 571 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 25 left. It's getting busy.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 24 left. United 701.
Alright, so we need to get the
Clear to
Continental
land. Runway
in.
25 left. American 571 Heavy.
Alright. American 64 Heavy, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Transworld 315, cross runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Okay,
American
so
64 Heavy.
by the
Cross
time
runway
everybody
25
runs
right.
out, we'll be
Trans
good.
World 315.
Western 114, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left. Western 114.
Western 114, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Western 114.
Okay.
Los Angeles Tower.
We don't want to rush.
519 on final 25 left.
United 519, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. United 519er.
Hughes Air West 8, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 8.
Alright. So now, alright, we got the Continental. Western 168, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Western 168.
Alright, now he's coming in to that same location, so we're going to have to be careful. But he should slow down once he gets nearby, so we'll keep an eye on things, but should be okay. Hughes Air West 8, cross runway 25 right. Just want to make sure we're
Cross
going.
runway 25 right.
Alright, we need to get that Western out of there. or he'll never leave. American 197 Heavy, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 25 right. American 197 Heavy.
Alright, nothing else lining up. Delta 864, hold position. We're going to make him wait.
Delta 864.
Alright, not quite
Los
sure
Angeles ground.
why we
Western
lost
168
sound,
ready
but
to
we
taxi.
did. Alright. Western 168, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right.
So
via
they're going to
Bravo.
cross.
Western 168.
Now he's going to move pretty quickly at some point, but hopefully he'll cross over and should be able to line up. Alright. Western 216, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
So we'll get a
Western
little bit of a
216.
different view here. Delta 864, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta
Because
864.
now, at this point, we'll be in good shape. Because Western will come out, and then everybody else that's running along here. American 571 Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. American 571 Heavy.
Alright, so Western is getting ready to go. He's across. Everybody else can come in and park themselves where they need to go. A lot of folks will be popping into this set of terminals here. And that's some of the challenge we've got, is just alright, so I think that's him. Yep, spinning up here. So Western 216 taking off. And then we'll be able to cross American there in a bit, although I probably will wait for Western to do its thing. Okay, that one, American, is just about parked. Continental, or no, Delta's finally getting there. American 571 Heavy, cross runway 25 right. And
Cross
that way
runway
we'll just
25 right. American
keep getting
571
everybody running in here. So yeah, we had a bit of craziness for the first 20 minutes, but everything worked out. But we did have to, stop traffic on the taxiways a couple times. So definitely a lot more activity than we're used to. Again, a couple flights coming in, 15, 20. So, okay, United coming in here. This one is from San Francisco.
362 on final 25 left.
Pacific Southwest 362, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Pacific Southwest 362.
So yeah, just a lot of planes parking. Are they going in there too? No, United's going a little further. But yeah, right next to each other. But we'll probably get some heading in there. United 519, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right, United 519er.
And we're going to wait a little bit on that Western taking off, just because I want to get him across and ready to go to the terminal. Alright, so Western is heading in, United is heading in, American is heading in, everybody's off the taxiways. So there we go, everybody's pulling into the individual locations in the terminals. So pretty nice little ballet here Exactly what we enjoy in Tower Simulator. A lot of activity making the airport look lively. So yeah, other than, you know, having just a bunch of white planes, I mean, this series is, I've really enjoyed it. It's just, yeah, not having those other options and not being able to see the old liveries. If someone could do like a bunch of the old airlines, that would be awesome. Western 168, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500.
They'll be there. Oh, Western's going to call in.
168. Los Angeles Tower, Western 503 on final 25 left.
Western 503, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Western 503.
Alright, and we might speed some things up here, just because there isn't a lot going on. So we'll go at about 4x. That will move things along. Oop. We've got a bunch of planes coming in at 1530 though. So we're not gonna be moving along for very long. But let's see. Let's go to like 8 times so that everything gets in. We've got a Golden West, again, another airline that we don't hear much about.
Los Angeles Tower, Golden West 231 on final 25 left.
Golden West 231, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Golden West 231.
Pacific Southwest 362, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 362, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. Oh. I'm paused. Silly me. I'm like, it's broken. What happened? But now I see what happened.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 362.
Alright, we're going to get ourselves really close here.
Los Angeles Tower, Eastern 83 on final 25 left.
Eastern 83, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Alright, everybody's set.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
And
Eastern 83.
we are going to have a few things coming in here. So
Los Angeles ground, American 193 heavy with information echo, requesting push and start.
now let's see, where's he going? He's got to go by, so let me maybe switch so I get a better view here. Western 503, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. Western
But yeah,
503.
what I don't want to do is have them back into each other, so we're going to let this one go by.
Los Angeles ground, Pacific Southwest 9025 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Okay, so we're fine there. Pacific Southwest 9025, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. American 193 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Negative, unknown command, Pacific Southwest 9025.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. American 193 heavy.
Pacific Southwest 9025, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. I don't know what happened there, but okay.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 9025.
So he should start moving soon, and at least once he starts, he'll
Los
be
Angeles
in the
ground,
taxiway, I would think.
9202 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Alright, so we're just going to have
Los
to be
Angeles
careful.
ground. Western 644 with information echo.
So they're
requesting
going
push
in
and start.
there. Okay. United 202, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. He's ahead of the gate there. Western 644, pushback approved, expect runway 24 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. United 202.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left. Western 644.
Okay, so 202 is going to be back there. All right.
Los Angeles Tower, Western 455 on final 25 left.
Western 455, runway 25 left, cleared to land. So there
Runway
you go.
25
They're
left,
pushing out,
clear to land.
but
Western 455.
okay, now
Los
where's
Angeles
he
ground.
going?
American 193 Heavy ready to taxi.
Los Angeles ground, Pacific Southwest 925 ready to taxi.
Pacific Southwest 925, runway 25 right, via Bravo.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo.
So I need him out of
Pacific
there
Southwest 925.
before I let the Western go. So we're going to wait, we're going to hold American, and we're basically going to kind of create our own thing there.
Los Angeles ground. United 202 ready to taxi.
So I'm going to let him go, and then we'll get
Los
everything
Angeles
moving.
ground. Western 644 ready to taxi.
Western 644, runway 24 left via Echo.
Runway 24 left via Echo. Western 644.
American 193 Heavy, continue taxi. Whoops. American 193 Heavy, taxi. Oh my goodness. American 193 Heavy, runway 25 right. Taxi via Bravo. I don't know if he's going to
Continue
turn
taxi.
right away.
American 193 Heavy. Negative. Invalid target. American 193 Heavy.
United 202, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo. American 193 Heavy. Runway 25 right, via Bravo. United 202.
Los Angeles Tower, Western 623 on final 24 right.
Golden West 231, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. Golden West 231.
Los Angeles Tower, American 11 Heavy on final 25 left.
Oh, Golden West is early, so... Western 623, runway 24 right, cleared to land. American 193 Heavy, hold position.
Runway 24 right, cleared to land. Western 623.
Hey, did you guys...
Position. American 193 Heavy.
Seriously? Golden West 231, hold position.
Hold position. Golden West 231.
Eastern 83, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway.
I don't know
25 right.
how he
Eastern
didn't,
83.
and maybe because he didn't have enough room to vacate. So yeah, that almost caused me a big problem. Western 644, runway 24 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Golden West 231, continue taxi, cross runway 25 right.
Runway 24 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Western 644.
American 193 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Cross runway 25 right. Golden West 231.
Alright, so
Continue
Eastern...
taxi. American 193 Heavy.
Eastern should turn there. Oh, Golden West is actually crossing early. I guess that's alright. Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure they're not going in a conflicting way. Pacific Southwest 925, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. American 11 Heavy, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25
We're getting
right.
getting
Clear
close
for
on
immediate
things,
takeoff
so
on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Pacific Southwest 925.
alright. So
Runway 25
Golden
left.
West
Clear
is
to
running
land.
down
American
there.
11 Heavy.
So the Golden West are little regionals, so that came from Ontario Airport here in California. Eastern came all the way from Atlanta and Hartfield, so alright.
Los Angeles Tower, American 532 on final 25 left.
American 532, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. American 532.
Western 455, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Western 455.
Alright. So we've got Eastern, we've got Western. Just a lot of stuff going on. We've got a Hughes Air West coming in behind those two. So again, definitely getting a little bit active. So we had a brief break where we were able to speed up time for, I don't know, 5 minutes. But there goes the Pacific Southwest. Western 455, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Western 455.
Alright, so that is going to go for a bit. Golden West is way over there. So again, the little regionals, there goes Western landing on the north side there. We're not getting a whole lot up there, but it is happening once in a while. So we'll let this turn and start to cross, and then we'll give clearance to the United. That one's going to Portland, I think. Portland, Oregon, yes. Okay. Alright. United 202, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Swing our way back over here. So, Big Heavy came in there. See where he starts to
Los
vacate.
Angeles Tower, Hughes Air West 275 on final 25 left.
Alright, next one. Hughes Air West 275, runway 25 left, cleared to land. American 11 Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Hughes Air West 275.
Taxi to terminal. American 11 Heavy.
So, yeah, he's right under us, so he's a little loud. So yeah, this is a, I don't know why he stopped. He was cleared already, but Western 623, taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 24 left. Western 623.
Alright, we got Western 455 there. Alright, so the United barreling down the runway. He should rotate soon. There he goes. Alright. American 11 Heavy, cross runway 25 right. American 11 Heavy, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. American 11 Heavy.
American 193 Heavy, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. American 193 Heavy.
Alright, so everything's coming in on 25 left. We've got 3 more planes at 45 past the hour that are going to be ready for departure. So definitely an interesting time here. We've certainly been having the airport stay relatively busy, so nothing like LAX is these days. I think it's significantly busier now, but still definitely a nice use of this airport for something a little unique in Tower Simulator, you know, running old schedules. Alright, so landing at the same time we're starting our takeoff roll on the parallel runway. Alright, and more than likely we'll be
Los
able to
Angeles
go pretty
Tower,
quickly then.
Pacific Southwest 342 on final 25 left.
Pacific 342, runway 25 left, cleared to land. American 532, taxi to terminal. Cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 25 right. American 532.
Now he's a heavy, so he's not going to rotate for a bit, although he's starting right there, but he really didn't, where the other one was up before the taxiway. You know, he waited a good amount there, so I'm thinking they'll be clear, but we'll see. Alright, so he's popping into that gate where we just had the one American take off from not too long ago. We do have a 25 right coming in. Can't quite see it yet, I guess. Alright, because the challenge is these do start to move quickly over there, so I'm not sure. I'm going to be ready in case I do need to call it off. Because they may be running the risk here of a conflict. Yeah, I think they'll be okay. I'll see if it starts to, hopefully he won't speed up much. I think he's already moving quickly. Yeah, we're good. Just wanted to make sure they didn't really run into each other.
Los Angeles Tower, Pacific Southwest 587 on final 24 right.
Pacific Southwest 342, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Pacific Southwest 587, runway 24 right, cleared to land. Yeah, these are definitely
Runway 25 left.
running into some weird
Pacific
problems.
Southwest 342. Runway 24 right, clear to land. Pacific Southwest 587.
Hughes Air West 275, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right, Hughes Air West 275.
Yeah, so they stop. They kind of stop for a second and then continue.
Ground, Delta 865 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Alright. He's turning in there. He's turning in there, so we're good. Delta 865, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. Delta 865.
Alright. So American's gonna head in there. Western goes to the next terminal. So yeah, there were really only 4 terminals, well 8, because you had those up there, but obviously not much is leaving up there. United 310, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right, United 310.
Alright, so that one's, the United's going to Denver. The Delta is going to DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth. Where is he going? Alright. So I've got to get the Delta out
Los
before...
Angeles ground, Western 115 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Okay, so we want to let him get by, or we're going to have a problem. Um, 310's starting to move. It'd be nice if the Delta would be able to start taxiing.
Los Angeles ground, Delta 865 ready to taxi.
Delta 865, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo, Delta 865.
Okay, hopefully, we'll see. I'm not going to stop the Hughes if I don't have to.
Los Angeles ground. United 310 ready to taxi.
United 310, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo. United 310.
Okay. So I think we're okay. Because, yeah, he's going in there. Western 115, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Western 115.
Pacific Southwest 342, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right, Pacific Southwest 342.
Alright, there he is, there they go. They're taxiing, the other one's coming in on 24 right. Nothing else on the scope for coming in. We've got a few planes that need to get out yet. We'll see what, as we start getting to 1600, what's things start to look like. Maybe we'll have another ability to move along. Is Western? Alright, he is coming out. Just taking his own sweet time, I guess. Alright, 342. Alright, he's going over there. We haven't had anybody, and I'm like, yeah, there's nothing on that part of the airport, so it's been a bit interesting. But he's coming in, and I think over to that gate there. So yeah, he's going to just keep going down Hotel and then cross at the end. Which is not great because...
Western 115 ready to taxi.
Western 115, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo. Western 115.
Alright, so there they go. Because, yeah, the issue is... I'm not going to be able to clear... I mean, he'll take off well before, but I think I'm going to get flagged if he starts rolling. I don't know. I'm probably going to go ahead and issue the clearance, but anyway. United 310, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Because by the time he rotates onto the runway,
right,
starts to fuel up,
on reaching altitude 500,
it should be clear,
departure.
But
United 310.
But yeah, they're normally not taxiing that far because obviously they're going up the other way. But 342, there
Pacific
it goes.
Southwest 465 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Pacific Southwest 465, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. Alright, so we are clear.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 465.
Because they are finally starting the takeoff roll. So, it takes a little while. And yeah, they're across and doing their thing. Pacific Southwest 587, taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 24 left. Pacific Southwest 587.
So they're going to head kind of over here. You can see the the blue line there. Okay. So we should be able to get some off here. Again, the United taking a little bit. But it's should be off before this taxiway. There we go. So getting successful takeoffs. Alright, we will have another one at 1555. There is another incoming as well from 1550. Delta 865, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Right.
Runway 25 right.
So, United's already handed off.
Reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 865.
Los Angeles ground. Pacific Southwest 465 ready to taxi.
Pacific Southwest 465, runway 25 right via Bravo. So as we get near the top of the hour, again,
Runway
just a
25
reminder.
Right, via Bravo. Pacific Southwest 465.
We need to get every plane that is scheduled to depart within the hour off and off the runway. So we have to do that. So there's going to be a Hughes Air West 81. That will probably be it because...
Los Angeles Tower, Golden West 233 on final 25 left.
Golden West 233, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land, Golden West 233.
And we need to get anything landing just to land. We don't need to get them to the terminal. But that's part of why the departures, I want to get them moving, because, you know, they've got to taxi all the way to the runway, they've got to take off. You know, and again, the Hughes Air West is going to go there, but, you know, and again, we want to land everything we can. Alright, Delta is off. Yeah, he took off earlier. So, should be good. Because now they're not quite off yet. It's just... Okay, that's 500. Western 115, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. So,
Runway 25
United
right,
310 is there.
Takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Western 115.
Alright, you can see we've got another one on 24 right. A lot of things can still come in, so so that one's coming from Tucson, Hughes Air West. Again, the Golden West coming in from Ontario, which is a town in California. So 310 up there, 865 may go a totally different way. Not sure. Alright, Western isn't rolling yet. Now it finally is firing up.
Los Angeles Tower, Hughes Air West 785 on final 24 right.
Hughes Air West 785, runway 24 right, cleared to land. Alright, so you can see the Delta's turning left.
Runway 24 right.
Versus the
Clear to
United.
land. Hughes Air West 785.
United went right and is heading out that way. And then Delta's going to go off the other way. Alright, and there they go. Take off. Pacific Southwest 465, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Pacific Southwest 465.
Alright, we do have another one coming in on 25 left that's 1555, so we're going to have to land that one.
Los Angeles ground, Hughes Air West 81 with information echo, requesting push and start.
Hughes Air West 81, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 25
So
right.
there are
Hughes Air
5
West 81.
planes for 1600. So, but we're not going to deal with them now. We're just going to let them sit at the gate if we get to that point that we have to keep waiting. All right, Pacific Southwest is rolling. You can see the Golden West is at about 1,200 feet. Obviously coming in at not a super quick speed, just 105. And then that one's on 24 right. Like I said, the problem is we could get another one for 1555 or something. Then we're going to be potentially waiting. I mean, we got to get the Hughes Air West off there, but I'm hoping we're not waiting on any other landings at that point. So there goes Pacific Southwest. Alright, so United 310 still visible. Delta's over there. Western's going that way. I'm assuming he's going to go to the left, but maybe not. Let's see, where's our Hughes Air West there? This is a DC-9. So it's probably a DC-10 back in the day.
Los
I don't know
Angeles
that they have those.
Hughes Air West 81 ready to taxi.
Hughes Air West 81, runway 25 right via Bravo. Alright, and we do have another one on 24 right that we're going to need to land.
Hughes Air West 81.
And it's a 1555, so why they don't both kind of come in together, I mean, again, obviously it's, you know, maybe they need separation.
Pacific Southwest 441 on final 25 left.
Pacific Southwest 441, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Pacific Southwest 441.
But we'll see. So we have 3 in the air ready to land. 1 just touched down, I think. Yeah, because he just switched in my strips to land, so I'm sure he crossed the threshold is what was going on. But yeah, nothing else taking off. Hughes Air West is it. So now it's just what we need for arrivals, and we've got one that has not called in yet that we would still be waiting on. But I assume they'll show up in the next minute on the call-in. And again, we don't need this one, like Golden West counts at this point, so we don't need it to get to the terminal for us to finish. We're already done. Golden West 233, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right. I mean, we're just going to keep things moving because right now there's no reason not to. There's enough, you know, kind of quietness at the airport at 4 p.m. here. You know, I'm just wondering, 6 p.m. for sure, I would think. You know, maybe by 5 p.m. already it'll start getting a little busy. But the thing was, you know, in 1974, they didn't have flights going as late, I think. Because I'm trying to remember, I think the first episode of this series, we went from 0 to 600. If I'm recalling, I guess I can, whoops, I can quickly look here. Yes, 0 to 600, and then we did 6 to 8. And then finally started going an hour at a time.
Los Angeles Tower, Pacific Southwest 520 on final 24 right.
Alright. Pacific Southwest 520, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. Pacific Southwest 520.
So I think the Hughes Air West, we've already gotten the credit for the landing over there. It hasn't showed up as exit yet, so giving him any... No, now we finally got the credit. Okay. So, and that will be where the last one is landing, is up there. But it's going to take, obviously, more than 1600, because we're 10 seconds away. But we will have planes calling in that we're basically now going to ignore. Hughes Air West 785, taxi to terminal, cross runway 24 left. So this Pacific Southwest
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 24
that
left.
has showed up
Hughes
here
Air West
at
785.
terminal Charlie 7. Or I think that's the taxiway.
Los Angeles
but
ground, Pacific Southwest 337 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
those will be planes for next time. So, Hughes Air West 81, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. So we need him off.
Runway 25 right.
And
cleared
then
for immediate
these
takeoff
two
on reaching
landing.
altitude
Nothing
500.
else has
Contact
appeared on the
departure. Hughes
arrival.
Air West 81.
Nothing else has appeared on arrival strips yet, so it doesn't even look like we have any 1600s.
Los Angeles
They may
ground.
show up in a minute or
Transworld 8
two.
Heavy with information echo. Requesting push and start.
So again, there's 3 others that are boarding at the moment. So it's going to be, we're going to have 5 planes to deal
Los
with right
Angeles
away.
ground, United 520 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
When we come back on, but we've got this one coming in. He's finally starting his takeoff roll. So, but he's at about 500 here, so getting close, 135. He's coming in hotter than that other one that was like at 105. But that was a Golden West prop plane, which obviously has a lower landing speed. So Golden
Los
West.
Angeles ground, Transworld 28 heavy with information echo. Requesting push and start.
So what I was saying, the Golden West is going to vanish there soon, which it did. And again, I just need him to land. And I'm not giving any of these standbys yet because I think we're okay. Oh, there goes the rotation. There goes their points. So we're set there. And again, once he lands and gives us the 100 credit, we're good with him. Okay, so there is a 1602.
Los Angeles ground, Western 156 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
Yeah, there's a 1602 that has shown up on the strips for Transworld, but again, that'll be next hour. So I'm not even going to probably call him to move because nobody else is landing. I don't really need them rolling around. Well, why not? We got nothing else to do while we wait. Pacific Southwest 441, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25 right, Pacific Southwest 441.
Alright, now we just need 520 to come in and give us the 100 points for being done, and that will solidify everything at that point. So let's see. If I head over here, we can watch him come in direct on 24 right. Kind of quiet over here now, but 400 feet, so, and again, coming in at 135, so it'll be a pretty good, let's see, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a different view here. So, would be more impressive with a nice livery, but it's alright. 100 feet. And now again, they've crossed the threshold, so they pop off the scope. And our final aircraft has arrived. So yeah, we have a 1602, 1604 coming in. And then once he'll probably go past there. But once we have 100, we'll be able to
Los Angeles
pause
Tower,
and be done.
Transworld 277 heavy on final 25 left.
So, just waiting. Alright, well, it's taking a bit. There we go. Alright, so we are set. as you could tell, obviously, as we played, a lot more landings, nearly double the landings than the takeoffs. So pretty quiet for people leaving LAX. Just 15 planes for the whole hour, so basically, you know, one every 4 minutes or so. Certainly not anything crazy, but, you know, we're up there with 28 landings. But another hour in the books here for the historical series, and, you know, I'll try to get some more Tower Simulator stuff moving along, more frequent, I should say. I really don't think I want to go ahead and get too many other airports going, or any, because I think it just gets too difficult to, you know, if someone's really interested in a given airport that I start, suddenly it just, you know, if I'm rotating 10 airports at a time, it'll take forever to get back to one of them. It obviously took 4 months to get back to this one, so, because if I've got it all correctly notated, it was December of 2024 the last time we were here, so not expecting it to go into August, but you know, I've got some real life stuff coming up with moving and so forth, so less sim time continues, and I'm not quite sure things are going to change much once we move, because work is still there and all of that. But in the interim, hope you've enjoyed things. If you have, I know I neglected to forget to ask you at the start here. If you have enjoyed it and haven't dropped a like, please consider liking and subscribing. Those things are greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time.